I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Luffy is very underestimated by the entire One Piece community. And I don't like it, but I understand. And I'll be explaining why I think people think that Luffy is trash and he's not on that power level as the same as the Admirals and the Yonkos or whatever, whatever, whatever. But I'll also will be explaining why I think you guys should be supporting Luffy, be on Luffy's side, and not underestimating whatsoever. Hello, it's your boy 4Piece. I talk about One Piece and Naruto content and other animes as well for the future. And if you guys don't want to miss an upload, like, share, subscribe, turn on the videos, more content. Okay, no, I can't even speak. And yeah, let's get straight into this, man. So I'm gonna give you a reason why I think that people underestimate Luffy, and I think it's because we as fans we grew up watching Luffy. Now, me personally, I didn't start watching until the pandemic, One Piece in general, but a lot of people have been watching Luffy for a very long time. So to them, it's like he's still the goofy, funny, he character. Yes, he does fight and he does kill his opponents or whatever, but he's really much of a goofy character and people and he's so grounded. Like he's just very grounded, okay? And people don't really like take that guy too seriously. Like, oh, this guy, okay? And then on top of it, people put Yonkos and stuff on a huge pedestal in the One Piece world. They put these guys on the pickety top. Alright? And seeing Luffy getting destroyed at Marineford, it's like people just can't get it out of their minds. Like, this guy, he's a Yonko. He's not on Kizu's level. You guys struggling with Kaido. He's doing this. He's doing that. And so I can understand where people are coming from. But I don't think you guys should underestimate him. And I'm gonna give you the first reason why you shouldn't. He is the main character. I think that needs no explanation in and of itself, but I'm gonna have to explain it anyway. The main character tends to have things go their way all the time, especially in a shonen or in an anime. I can't believe I'm even explaining this to y'all, but it's facts. Okay, whether you like it or not, Luffy is the main character. He's that guy. Okay, no matter what you do. Mihawk said it himself in Marineford. His biggest superpower was when he can bring people from different countries, from different continents or whatever on his side. That's the biggest superpower you can have. That's the most powerful thing you can ever have in your arsenal. And that's exactly what he has. Okay? Like, bro, like, I'll give you another example. He was fighting Kaido, right? And when he got knocked down the first time off of Onigashima, who saved him? People, his friends, his people. Not really his friends, but, Law's crew. Okay, the fact that you have people there that's willing to help you and revive you and give you food to eat, alright? You know what I'm saying? Okay? And then the next time he fights Kaido, he gets killed again. And then he literally comes back to life like Jesus Christ, fam. So, like, this guy is now he's immortal on top of it. So if he dies, he gets revived back again on top of it. Do you understand what I'm saying? No matter what you think, no matter what you say, no matter how you feel, Luffy is the main character. Now, since we're in a new era, which will lead on to my next point here, Luffy is a Yonko. Let me emphasize that again. He's now a Yonko. Okay, so not everything's gonna be the same no more. Luffy is on a whole different pedestal. He's on a whole different power level. Okay, and me personally, as someone who loves Luffy and who has seen him grow, seeing him grow to the Yonko status, I have to take him seriously. And of course, I know in the One Piece world they didn't take him seriously, especially what's his name, Rob Lucci. He tried to fight Luffy, and of course he got clapped. He got bent over. He got given the BBC treatment. You know what I'm saying? He got clapped up good, fam. See what I'm saying? Real shit. Better than Mia Khalifa, bro. Straight up, fam. You know what I'm saying? Ha ha ha. Okay? Alright? So, looking at Luffy here, he's not at that white beard Roger. No, maybe not fully at the Roger level yet, but he's there. He's there. He's at the top, whether you like it or not. And that's what people need to understand about him. Okay, so he's not one of those guys that you can mess with at this point. He has territories now. He made Fishman Island his territory. Okay, he has a lot of territories now in his name. I don't know if it's a lot, but some. Okay, okay. He's one of those guys now. He's that guy. So everything in One Piece now is changing. We're in the last saga now. And then in the last saga, Luffy cannot afford to be weak. Yes, will he get a bit more power-ups? Yes. He's going to get a bit more stronger. If you guys seen an Elbaf, spoilers, beep, 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 okay? when he was in Albath, he used Gear 4 in his normal form. He used a Gear 4 punch in his normal form. So he's still improving and he's still getting stronger day by the day. And he's a Yonko. Okay? And that's all that matters when it comes to Luffy. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I feel like us as readers and as anime things, you have to understand that people grow. And I can understand people not really letting go of the, oh my God, Luffy this and Luffy that, and he lost the Marine Ford, and so we tend to put Whitebeard and Roger and those niggas on a fucking huge pedestal, and not realizing that our own characters, our own main characters, Luffy, Zoro, and all these characters are finally starting to reach that. They're starting to touch that peak. They're not there just yet, but they're close. They're very, very fucking close. Okay, and you know what I'm saying? Alright? It did. It did. It did. Alright? So yeah. In conclusion, I feel like Luffy, in my opinion, is on that power level of where he's just not one of those people you want to mess with in the One Piece world. And I feel like we should not underestimate him whatsoever. I feel like we should put more respect on Luffy's name and be like, okay, yeah, this nigga is actually Hypnotics, and he's actually Hypnotics. Now I understand I know there's some people that are big fans of Luffy and be like, yeah, whatever. But there is a lot of you niggas that are you be defending Kizaru with your lives, bro. Kizaru and all these other Kaidos and all these niggas. It doesn't matter how you feel. Luffy's still gonna surpass them anyway. So what's the point of arguing about that? Just enjoy the story and shut up. Okay, I'm joking. Y'all can have your opinions. I appreciate y'all. Anyway, stay strong, stay safe, stay blessed. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Peace.